Welcome everybody to 48 Talk, episode 115. I am your host, Rage Body as always. Joining me this time is the usual crew of DX Takamina on the right, Derek on the bottom left, and Colin Janssen on the bottom right. My tongue is twisted.
Dude.
It's the bear, you had one too many.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a little like
That was quite the party, I guess.
Okay, hi guys. Hey Derek, welcome back.
Thank you. Welcome.
Hi.
How you feeling?
I think I'm still jet lagged a little. My sleeping schedule is all over the place, but that's normal, right? I mean, I don't know. People get jet lagged and stay jet lagged.
Well, you haven't missed anything last week, and sadly this week there's not anything big, I would say, happened. Just a few announcements, so we're gonna go through it. But first, Derek, I would like to hear from you. How was the amazing trip in Portland? The East meets
Yeah.
No, was it?
East meets West? What?
No, not East meets West. Ah.
HP Lovecraft.
Yeah. Go ahead, Derek.
Yeah,
I'll shut up now.
No, it was surprisingly very smooth. There was absolutely no issues at all, which is the scariest thing of all. Like, me and Ricky were both waiting for like the hammer to drop. Like, we were just like, okay, when's the problems gonna start? Any minute now, and no problems. We had pretty easy flight over, pretty easy flight back, no problems getting in and out of everything. And then we got to the actual festival. Gwen and her husband Brian, they're the ones that organized it. They're just the nicest, loveliest couple, and they treated us with absolute respect. Everybody at the festival treated us real well. What was really nice was at the end of the festival, Necroma was asked to come on stage to do like a thank you goodbye to like a bunch of people in the main theater. And when they got on the stage, Brian like unbuttoned he had on like a suit and tie. He started unbuttoning his shirt. We're like, what are you doing? And he opened it. It was a big, he had a Necronom Idol t-shirt on. And and then he was like, I just want to let you guys know that we did a vote. We do a vote every year for who was the best event. And he's like, you guys crushed it by a landslide. Like, you guys, everybody loved you. And that's true, because I sold every single piece of merchandise we had, except for, I think, one shirt and one CD or something.
Wow.
So I was a very busy boy. As far as like the performances go, I mean, Necroma got a standing ovation on Saturday night at their live. The HP Lovecraft bar was really fun. We sold that out.
Oh, wow.
There was only like 95 capacity. We had at least 100 in there. And then we came away with a sense of really being in the right place, because it was HP Lovecraft. So, like Ricky was able to do some panels with the girls talking about different things. We did like a Q&A. We got to meet, a very, very, very famous Japanese director who did, I don't know, are you guys familiar with the Japanese horror movie Marabito?
No, sorry.
No, not that one.
So like Marabito is basically kind of this idea. It's I don't necessarily say it's like Lovecraftian, but it's kind of along those lines. And the guy who made it, he wrote the script or whatever. I want to say he wrote the script. Takashi Shimizu did the movie. Takashi Shimizu, if you don't know who he is, he did the movie Ju-On, The Grudge. That's what he's famous for.
Mm.
And the script was written by, or the story was written. Sorry, a story was written by the novelist Chiaki. I want to say Honaka. I can't remember his last name. I got a selfie with him, so I think I'm terrible for not remembering. But like, Ricky was like freaking out, nerding out because of how important this guy is. He also did the anime Serial Lane Experiment.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he was real cool. We got to talk with him. Overall, everybody treated us super well, and we actually came back like really in a good position, like as far as like what we set out to accomplish. It is interesting though, because starting from this point on in Necroma's future, there's a lot of big things that are about to happen, like gigantic things that really will, I think, alter the course of Necroma's history as far as like what's about to happen with us, where we're going. The Oyahara Tour November is a big one that's going to be almost overshadowed by the things that are coming. And so it's like that the HP Lovecraft Film Festival, I think, is going to be one of the moments in time before I think everything really goes a different direction for Necroma, and it's a good moment. So I'm very happy about that. I think we all got along, everybody had a good time. The girls had a really good time. They were all extremely in good spirits. I mean, laughing and joking. Not exactly what Necroma does.
Yeah, exactly.
They're a little more somber than most idol groups, but they were like kids in a candy store. Everybody had fun. I don't know. It was it was easily the best trip I think so far we've taken together. So I'm hoping we can take more trips like that in the future, I guess. And if all the plans go about that are being laid into motion, we will.
That is awesome.
It'll be cool.
That is very good.
Really good to hear, man.
Yeah, no problems.
One of my favorite pictures was the one at the red carpet from the Lovecraft Festival.
Oh yeah.
Dressed up nicely.
Yes, that was we got there on Thursday. That was the Thursday night like VIP party, and we were told initially that it was going to be just the staff, but then it turns out the VIP guests who paid money to help make the festival happen, they were all going to be there. So the girls, sorry you didn't go. I think she just didn't feel well, or she was tired. Like the other girls, they wanted to dress up, but they were thinking, should we dress up in our costumes or should we just dress up nicely? And then I think we all just agreed to dress up nicely. And well, they did. I didn't give a crap, but like, I never.
Oh, you look nice.
But thank you. I didn't care. But it was like, I don't know. The girls just, they clean up. They clean up. I mean, they're all the Necromo girls are extremely pretty outside of their costumes. There's a reason why they're idols. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they got the looks, all of them, and they're all like even when they're doing practices like before shows, and they're like just in their sweatpants or like oversized sweatshirts, they all still look gorgeous. You know what I mean? So I feel very lucky to be working with girls that are like on a physical scale of beauty, like perfect tens, like all of them. You know what I mean? And they're all super sweet too. Like they were extremely nice. I felt like I got a lot closer to them this time. Normally, I mean, there's a distance. There always will be. Like I'm not their friend. I work for them, but it's like I just felt closer to them. Like there's a lot of appreciation, and also like at one point, Ricky, like I had to take, like, we were at the festival. It was Saturday night, I want to say, and Ricky had to do some stuff. He had a panel to do late at night, and he was like, "Can you take the girls back to the place we were staying? Can you go get them food also?" And it's like, wow, like you're trusting me to go drive around Portland with them. Like that's not that he hasn't trusted me before with them, but that was like a lot of trust. And so, I went and got them dinner, and then we went back to the place, we were staying. That was cool because the girls were all really happy, like, because like we went to like some place and I didn't even make them get out of the van. I was like, I'll go get your food. Just tell me what you want,
Yeah.
And because I don't want them to have to go in at like, midnight, like to go to some bar place, get like, not bar food, but like a place that's kind of a bar. We went that we were eating these big hamburgers. They were kind of like obsessed with that for a moment. I don't know, like it's just things like that. Like for me, made the trip very special, because it's like it's one step closer to being where I want to be in the idol world, which is on the inside more than ever. So that was really, really super cool. That was one of the best memories I had.
That is very awesome to hear.
Cool. Yeah.
Very happy that happened.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you. I missed you guys though. I missed you guys so much. I was listening to your guys' the AKB talk, and I was like, wow, I really wish I was on there because I know it was a very difficult week to try to talk about anything.
Yeah.
There really wasn't anything, man.
It was empty, man. It was like, how am I going to
You guys
cope
did
with this
good though.
time
You
around?
guys did good. I was very happy.
Yeah, so let's get into this week. It's again, going to the bottom of the barrel to find some news. I would say let's start with the biggest, and that is the coupling song Senbatsu announcement for the 54th single of AKB48, No Way Man.
Yes.
So let's go right through it. Let me get the list. So as predicted, the Produce 48 senbatsu. And this is filled with all members, basically, is it all members? Yeah, all
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
no,
All Japanese members.
Well,
Japanese members, yeah.
no, it's all Japanese members that are not in the No Way Man senbatsu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's basically the drop-offs from the drop-offs.
Yeah.
Well, we have, help me out here with who the center is. Is it Murase-sai?
I think so.
I think
they
it
announced
is.
the center.
Well, the thing is, I'm looking at this list, and basically this is how they were in rank from the 96. And so it's Murase-sai, Gotomoe, Chiba Eri, Kojima Mako, Nakanishi Chiyori, Muto Tomu, Sato Minami, Iwatate Saho, Yamada Noe, Asai Nanami, Murakawa Vivian, Aramaki Misaki, and Motomura Aoi. I think that's all of them actually.
Yeah, that was the girls that survived the first elimination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be that Sai would be the center if she is the highest ranking member.
She was the highest in the. She survived another elimination round, I believe.
Yeah, it could be. I mean that would be fair.
Yeah, same with Gotomoe, who just didn't make it with the elimination last time. So what do you guys think of the Produce 48 senbatsu?
Looks really solid, and I'm really curious if they can really put the lessons they learned in Korea to use in this song. I'm really curious about it, to be quite honest, because
Yeah, me too.
the lessons in Korea, if you compare it to the Japanese level, the lessons they have in Japan, this another level. It's really another level. So I'm expecting a lot from the Produce 48 song, I would say. So really looking forward to it, to be quite honest.
Yeah. I would add to that a couple of things. One is with this lineup, I am very curious because I thought the Korean girls helped these girls step up their game with dancing and stuff. There's no question about that. Korean girls can dance their cute little butts off. So I think not having them in this is going to be a little weird for me because I was actually really enjoying the mix of the Korean and the Japanese girls together. That made Produce 48. So not having them. Not too happy about that. I was really hoping to see Korean girls on this. I thought that would have been awesome. I'm sure management and contracts, that would have been a nightmare. So they're just like, screw it.
That's the reason. That might be the reason. So yeah.
Yeah, I guarantee it. I guarantee there's screw that. Second thing is it's going to be interesting voice-wise to see Yamada Noe's voice is so
yeah
compared to Chiba. Like her voice, Kojima Mako, Chiori will be okay. Tomu has a pretty even voice. Aramaki Misaki, I'll be surprised we even hear her. But I'm saying the vocal structure is going to be interesting. I'm sure they're going to blend it, and it's going to be all nice and even out in their mixing. Mixdown has always been pretty good for AKB songs. I've never had a problem with the way they mix their songs. But I just don't know about the dancing on this. Because it's going to depend on the song. By the way, this better be a club banger. If it's not an EDM club thumper, I'm going to be really disappointed.
Exactly.
It's going to be it's going to be like what you said. It's going to be a club banger with rap music in there, so Chiba Adi can rap.
I'm down.
There's definitely going to be a rap part on it. Yeah.
Definitely.
I wonder who's going to be the rapper. That'll be the interesting.
Chiba Eri. Because of the Boombaya she did on Produce 48, that was very high.
Good job. No, she was awesome on that actually. Now that I think about it, she really stepped up. But I would love to see Yamada Noe do it.
Yeah, Yamada Noe for me, man.
Yeah, and the voice that Murasai has is pretty good because she won one of the challenges, of course.
Oh, she's awesome.
Yeah.
So this will be the dance heavy. So there's going to be maybe two, because No Way Man should be a dance heavy song as well. But looking at the group with all the dancers like Kojima Mako and Mitotomu in there, Gotomoe, hopefully she doesn't go too fast like she did in the Produce 48 shows.
She was way too fast.
But no, I think this will be a very club dancing, rapping, Korean style song.
To me, I think there's a way to keep it AKB and give it like a sprinkle of kawaii if they did make something like Yamada Noe like rap to kind of have the kawaii effect, because it'd just be cute if she did it. But at the same time, like if they're gonna go for like a serious club thumper, like and that's like your coupling song to No Way Man, which we all hope is gonna be a club thumper like K style. Then that's a 2-for-1 for me. Like this might end up being my favorite single they put out in years, because again, my introduction to like buying the singles and really liking AKB music wasn't when I first got into them, because I liked them for AK Bingo. It was when I heard the Uza single, and that's actually the very first CD I've ever bought. When I was in Japan of AKB, I saw the Uza single at like a bin and I bought it. That was my big love for AKB, was anytime they did EDM. So they haven't really done something too EDM heavy. I guess Teacher you can kind of say was, I don't know, but yeah, I just want something that has like a great drop, you know, something real big, a catchy hook. But most of all, these girls, I'd like to see them like keep the kawaii, but also maybe have that K-pop influence really present as well. If they can find that balance, this song, that this Produce 48 lineup could actually maybe even be better than No Way Man. Or we could have two songs that could really stand out here that we could see maybe in future concerts that they could bring out to get all the crowd hyped and stuff. Like this could be a crowd hype song. Do you know what I mean? So I would love to see it. I really would. All right. Definitely good.
Next up on the senbatsu is the Ike no Mizu senbatsu.
Yep.
And looking at this list, I see Otanao, Oya Shizuka, Kato Rena, Komiyama Haruka, Sasaki Yukari, Taniguchi Megu, Nishikawa Rei, Minagishi Minami, and Yamabe Ayu. Personally, I do like a lot of names in there. I have half and half, so my prediction, this will be like the senbatsu is split in two groups for the MV, and you have the great pair-ups, so I think you will see Komiyama Haruka and Taniguchi Megu, and then you will have Oya Shizuka and Minagishi Minami together, and I think you see Kato Rena with either Sasaki Yukari or something like that.
I can see Mayoshi with Nishikawa Rei or Yamabe Ai.
Yeah.
Maybe like that. It really feels like this is a split senbatsu. It's like the pair up.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So what do you guys
think?
think?
The only one, it's called Ike no Mizu, which is like pond, water pond or something.
Yeah, water pond. I'm not sure what to expect from this song, to be quite honest.
Me neither.
The senbatsu shoots all over the place. Half of this senbatsu should have been on No Way Man, and the other half, I don't know. It's more like a split. Yeah, maybe it's really got a split personality for me. Half of it should have been on the A side, and yeah, I don't know. Not sure what to expect from this song, to be quite honest. So I'll just wait and see, I guess.
Okay, Derek, anything?
What troubles me about this is only this Taniguchi Megu is kind of in this, because I felt like Megu maybe should be in something else. I know that sounds weird, but like I know she couldn't be in like the main lineup because that was all Produce 48 like super inspired there. But it's like I don't know, like well, but then again I don't know. At the same time, like this is an interesting lineup. Like you have Michan, you know, Megaton, Oya. I mean, it's a power lineup. I mean, it certainly is a power lineup. You have great names here. My problem is, I guess, like for Megu and maybe I'd even say Komiharu. Like I just don't know. I mean, I don't want to say by them being in this, it's like a bad thing, but it almost feels like they could have been a step up. I don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's like it feels like this is not even Undergirls or anything. This is like not even close to senbatsu.
Right. And maybe that's because of the presence of Yamabe Ayu and Nishikawa Rei, and nothing against them, or Otanao.
Yeah, Oya Shizuka in there as well.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. It's almost because what are the roles Oya always gets? What are the roles like Michan gets? Even I'd say it's like they're like utility girls. You know, they're like backup girls, backups. And it's just so I want Komiharu and Taniguchi Megu in particular to not ever be considered that ever. Like to me, they're the future of AKB. Like they're like the, you know,
frontliners,
the Kami 7, you know, that are going to be Kami 7 here in a year or two. And so to them being in this, it almost feels like no, management's not thinking that. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Next list though, and I'm adult senbatsu,
Oh boy.
Oh.
and
Oh my.
just naming a few names. It's like Inagaki Kaori, Unjo Hiruna, Onishi Momoka, Obamina, Oda Erina, Kitagawa Ryoha, Sato Shiori, Shibuya Nagisa, Soda Sarina, Tanaka Koko, Nishigata Marina, Furahata Nao, Murayama Yuri, Moriyasu Maruka, Yamaguchi Maho, and Yoshida
Wow.
Akari.
They want to kill us. They want to kill us for this song. They want to kill
This
us.
song, okay, this song, it says adult senbatsu, but basically this is the this is sex appeal all
yeah,
the way.
They
This
want to kill
this
us. They want to kill us. Yeah, they want to kill us.
this is gonna be like very sexy play because all these girls
Yeah.
have a lot of sex appeal to throw out there, and
Yeah.
you have so many different types in these, but yeah, this is gonna be a very sexy song, I think.
Yeah, I got one word, guys. Mizugi. Please.
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 No, I think it's a step up. I think it's just lingerie.
Ooh.
I'm cool with that too. I mean, they could all model what you Karen just put out. Like,
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
boy.
Exactly.
have the
I-
MV
When
start
I
with
have-
her like handing them all like boxes. They have to try it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it. Awesome.
When I read that senbatsu, it was like they really want to kill us. Yeah, they really want to kill us.
Did you
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
but by the way, about Yukarin, you hear about that the day of the sales of her items she was selling, or like she was modeling in the stores, they were gonna sell it. She was working there for a day. So, but now I'm thinking, if you're that of a fan of Yukarin, then you can meet her when you buy that set. It's like, how does that work though? Because then guys are like, I need to buy a lingerie set just to meet him. Go ahead, Colin.
You can always bring like a girl with you and like, oh yeah, that's my girlfriend. Searching something for her. I would do that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you meet her
Otherwise
up and it's like, yeah, just go away. Hi, Yukarin. Like, no. So that was a weird
Yeah,
situation.
I would like buy the lingerie set, immediately give it to her, and be like, "You mind trying the song? Like this, I gotta see if it works."
Yeah,
You know,
can you model it for me, please?
No,
Oh.
is this for your girlfriend? Like, yeah, you're my girlfriend. Come on, let's go. Okay.
And then
Alright,
call
it's fine.
Bushun right away.
yeah.
And boom.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Still, I'm looking forward to this senbatsu as well. So
Yeah.
I'm really hoping, because the way they announced the senbatsu and the predictions for these song styles, this should be a good single.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be
Anything,
good.
anything like what you gonna do, and I'm happy. Yeah.
I think that the video we're gonna have much more fun with, I think, than the
Yeah,
song. But
yeah. Oh dear.
Okay. Next up, that was the adults, and now they're going to under 19. So the girls who are technically not adults yet in Japan. For that, we have Ota Ayaka, Ota Yuri, Omori Maho, Kato Minami. I thought she was 20. Gyoten Yurina, Saguchi Nagisa, Jonishi Rei, okay, Takakura Moeka, Tanikawa Hijiri, Toyonaga Aki, Nakamura Mai, Fukuoka Sena, Honma Hinata, Maida Aika, Matsuoka Hana, Matsumoto Hinata, Yabushita Fu, and Yokoyama Yui from Team 8. So, yeah, my favorite ones are there is Fukuoka Sena and Kato Minami. Other than that, I'm like, yeah, they're just whatever. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Same.
That's
Yeah.
basically the feeling I have with this senbatsu.
well, what I found interesting was that Fukuoka Sena is in this and another one. So isn't that kind of a first? I don't recall seeing a girl like do double duty in like some of these songs.
Well, the reason that that's the next senbatsu we're going to talk about is the Aikabu senbatsu, and that is determined by the Aikabu app. So you have a ranking system, you know, with the stocks
Yeah.
and sales. And Fukuoka Sena was first place, so she earned
Yeah.
the center song. So she got lucky with that, but that's the only
Yeah.
reason she's in there. You have a lot more names that are double in there. It's just because of the ranking.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting lineup, I guess. I mean, we'll see. I would like again. This one would be interesting if it was dance heavy. Yokiyama Yui can really dance.
Yeah, that's
Hana-chan,
true. Yeah.
I'm not sure about her. Okappa, I think, can dance, but just we never get to see her dance. Jonishi Ray would be interesting. I don't know. There's some names here. I'm curious about their dance abilities. So I would like this to be a little more dance centric to show off like what these girls can do. But then if it's like a U19 lineup, I'm wondering if it's gonna be like kind of a sappy type song dealing with them getting into almost be adults, which I guess is okay if it's done well. But it's I don't know. They can go either way on this one. You know what I mean? It could be really good, or it could be like just a normal kind of it's a AKB song we're gonna forget about as soon as it's put out. You know, we'll see.
Yeah. So with even then kiddier side, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the under 16 senbatsu. So it's amazing that these are still like having a chance. Because I'm looking at those names, it's really relatively unknown. But yeah, personally, I always look more to the adult idols than the under 16, since I know it's always funny to see them like in a group, but not as a singular to follow. I don't. It's a personal choice.
Mhm.
So the senbatsu is Ishida.
Yeah.
Ishida Chiho, Ichigo ga Ayumi, Iwata Hina, Umeyama Kokona, Oguma Sugumi, Obata Yuna, the first name I recognize, Kadawaki Miyuna, Kubo Satone, Tsurunaga Oka, Suzuki Kurumi, Taguchi Manaka, Takeda Tomoka, Yahagi Moeka, Yamada Kyoka, Yamamoto Ayaka, alright, and Watanabe Akari. So, yes, this entire senbatsu list, I think I only recognize one or two of the names, but these are members that I have no clue. Are there a lot of them are Kenkyusei, I presume?
Not really Kenkyusei, to be quite honest, but
just promoted maybe.
Might be, but there are a couple of more known names in this list actually, like Yamamoto Ayaka, like Obata Yuna. She was at SKE Center as well, so it's not that unknown, but it's more like maybe they are supposed to be the next generation, I would say, or the future generation in a way. So
the next generation.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see Maria's name there, and
Oh yeah.
That's glaring for me. I don't know. If I think under 16, and I think the biggest star I can think of in AKB48 who's under 16, it would be her. That girl is ridiculously amazing, so cool, really fun. As young as she is, she has a bit of an adulthood about her that very much well past her age. But not putting her in this, I don't know. Maybe is she over 16? Am I just getting that old? Like I don't know. Maybe she's not 12 anymore.
I'll take a quick look.
She started when she was 11, but that's already 4 years ago. So yeah, no, she's still under 16.
Yeah, weird that she's not in this. I'm kind of bummed that she's not.
Yeah, she's 15 right now. So.
Oh wow, I got it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the only glaring missing thing here.
This is gonna be my least favorite, I think.
Me too, I think.
It's gonna be very kiddie and sure. We have those people who would like it. Yeah, so next up is then the Aikabu Senbatsu with Fukuoka Sena as center, Ogino Yuka second place, and starting off from third till whatever the Senbatsu is, Nagano Serika, Oda Erina, Yamauchi Mizuki, Asai Nanami, Taguchi Manaka, Sato Minami, Jesus Christ. Nakagawa Mion, Oguri Yui, Yamaguchi Maho, Sugahara Riko, Takakura Moeka, Kojima Karin, Murakumo Fuka, and Shinozaki Ayana. So, hey, we get double Yamaguchi Maho on the MV list. Looking forward to that,
Yeah.
and I'm very happy with Fukuoka Sena as center because
Me too.
again,
Yes, I
very
agree.
very strong member that is the future, like the rest with Taniguchi, Megu, and Komiyama Haruka. So very happy that she has this chance and opportunity to shine. Hopefully, this will be a song. This will probably be, since it's the Aikabu Senbatsu, it will be Office Lady,
Yeah,
MV,
Office Lady. Yeah.
probably high much, selling in there.
Mm.
Maybe you see some money making it rain, or who knows? Maybe a surprise appearance by World Order will be fun.
That would be fun, actually. Yeah.
They did it before with SKE. Well, SKE did a surprise appearance in their video, so who knows?
This lineup's awesome. I mean, you got so many NGT members in here, and then at the same time you have like Seitan as the center, and this has a real chance of being like a surprise, like best song out of this whole list. Like it could be, because I know that might sound crazy considering the strength of some of the other lineups as well as what we were expecting from those songs with those lineups. But I don't know. I have a feeling. Anytime you put Seitan as the center, you're in for it. That girl has been the shining gem that nobody sees in AKB. And when you just like, if you ever check out any of like the theater streams or something, and she's there, I mean, this girl, you'd think like, wow, like how is she not the center of AKB48? Like honestly, like I wouldn't surprise me if she ends up being the center someday. I don't think she'll ever have the popularity for it, but I wouldn't. I don't know. Like if you really want the hardest working girl, like I think it might be her. Honestly, like I'm so happy she's there. And then to follow it up with Ogi, you can't beat that. You know what I mean? Ogi's amazing.
Exactly.
So.
I think she has the potential to be a center face. It's like one of my favorite parts was Andy filmed when he was in Guam. I think was it Guam? Like in the concert, and Fukuoka Sena showed up to him, and she did like a little reply and dance routine.
Nice.
And I just look at this girl, and it's just like she has so much potential. It's getting close there, her ranking is getting higher and higher, and every time she's on screen, the camera appeals to her. So that's a very good thing to have for being a center in the future. It's just now, how many years has been 15 Gen active? I think also for like 6 years. 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and usually that members will be really becoming that high popular is about that around that time. So I think 2019 we're gonna see a lot more 15 Gen getting in the standard role of Senbatsu.
Yeah.
Since 14 Gen took like forever as well to get in there.
Yeah.
They started in 2012, and now we have finally well, 2 members left on 14 Gen, so
Yeah.
a lot can happen in between. But
yeah,
looking forward to this one as well.
Me too.
Let's see, and then we have Team Nice Fight. I have no clue what this means. It instantly remembered me of Show Fight, and then because the second verse of Show Fight is Nice Fight, so it's Nakano Ikumi, Mogi Shinobu, Oda Erina, Matsuoka Natsumi, Hasegawa Rena, Kato Yuka, Imada Mina, Nagano Serika, Ichikawa Manami, Kurihara Sai, Asai Yuka, Naiki Kokoro, and Shinozaki Ayana. What the hell is this Senbatsu?
Yeah.
Well, with the thing about nice fight, to me that sounds like, yeah, nice fight, good job at trying. Something along those lines with how they finished and produced 48. It's like, yeah, the leftovers. Yeah, nice try. I see something along those lines.
That's a good one, actually. Now I get it. Yes, you're correct. These are the members who dropped out after the first elimination.
Good one, Colin. I didn't even realize
Nice
that.
call.
Right.
I didn't even remember those. It's like, and I'm thinking, like, yeah, these were the members that were like, yeah, this is not for us.
No.
Yeah.
Much there, Colin. Nice.
They instantly went to Team F or Team F, position F, and even after shuffle reevaluation, they didn't grow, and it really didn't fit in the Produce 48 style.
Mhm.
Wow.
There's one nice thing I quickly checked because I was like, hey, wait a moment. Oda Erina is in 3 songs on this entire CD. She is on this one, she is on the Aikibu, and she is on the adulthood one. We just talked about. I'm already blanking on who appeared on 2 songs. It's like Oda Erina is in 3 songs. It's
Fukuoka Sena and Yamaguchi Mao on 2
Yeah.
songs.
So now
So
Oda Erina is in 3 songs. That's okay.
it's gotta suck that if you're not at any of these senbatsus, and you have some of them who are in 3 songs.
Yeah, I can see that. There's probably
wow.
some girls that are a bit disappointed. I don't know who. I'm thinking.
Still look forward to this, but the problem with now that I know what this senbatsu is, these were the dropouts basically. The from how did you pass audition girls basically, and now I have a feeling like, is this gonna be any good then? Because they didn't get the cut of having enough talent to be in a K-pop style, so maybe they can show the Japanese style more character-wise. So I think this song will be not dance anything, you know, just like, oh, we're sitting now here or having a picnic, or maybe it's gonna be a sad song, maybe for their frustrations. There's like, or we need to get better, or maybe it's gonna be something practicing, a redemption story or what.
I don't think this song is going to get a music video though. It's
No,
a
theater editions
song,
don't
yeah.
get that.
Even
Yeah.
that's even worse. So this is like this. All right, this now feels like, you know, the participation awards. It's like, good job. It's like what you said, Colin. It's like basically it's like, well, at least you tried.
Oh.
Oh, it's the pity award. Okay.
Yeah, you know, even to put icing on the cake on that, it's a theater edition. We can't get that one, so it's only the ones in Japan. We cannot get that CD or song.
Well,
Unless, you know,
you have
please.
rare occasions where one of the theater songs is blowing it out of the park, but I don't know. Well, maybe we get to hear it someday.
Hopefully.
Yeah, so that is the lineup for the coupling songs. Still looking forward to it. So, like, I'm actually excited with this upcoming single. My next question then is, what comes out first? The 45th single? Yeah,
Or Sentimental Train.
Very good, Colin. So yeah, what do you guys think? Will Sentimental Train, the real version, will be first, then 54th single?
I hope that Sentimental Train gets here first, so we can close that chapter.
Yeah.
So then we can be like, put that behind us in all respect, and also in respects to jury now to be like, okay, here it is, week later, no way, man. That I want that to happen because that, to me, that's the most respectful. But you never know with AKS.
No, well put, Colin. Here's the thing though. I think it's gonna be open ended until Jarena decides that she's back full time and like she gets back on the train, I guess. Well, that's a terrible pun. Sorry. I'm usually so great with my puns. No, but in the spirit of Jarena, I guess a pun is adequate in this moment. I would say though, like she threw AKB in a state of disarray with her like just dipping out. And I mean, in the sense that like I feel like we have a ship going but no captain. You know what I mean? It's just we don't, and it's not that her presence as the captain would have made any difference. The MV for the song is still crap in my opinion, but it's like it's just weird to not have her there. The face. It's like this is the first time in AKB's history that's kind of really been the case, because maybe you could say Achan was sort of not really there, but it didn't matter. Achan's presence was so crazy, like important that, when she was off doing like a million dramas and TV things, she was still very much, fulfilling her duties with AKB when never called upon, especially in those early years, before she got like really drama focused.
9 months she was off AK Bingo
Yeah.
because she was so
Oh,
busy.
yeah. Yeah. Oh.
But to AKB's credit, it didn't matter. They had so many strong members. It really didn't matter. But even so, Achan's Achan. Like, you know, her presence was everything. Like she just had this overshadowing power to make AKB so beloved. And Drina, I think, could do that too. But I don't know. It's just her not being there sent this like really crazy message, you know, like, oh, I'm the leader of AKB, but it's cool. I can dip out and just go have a strange unknown illness that none of us will probably ever know if that's even what happened, or, you know, other things that we shall not talk about for fear of controversy. And I just think, like, you know, she needs to come back, or else, you know, it doesn't matter if they're going to re-release this MV or not or anything. It's, you know what I mean? Like,
it turned out to be such a weird year, actually, for AKB. I remember
Yeah.
last year we were talking about, you know, Sasengsho and the battles with Jurina and Sakura, and if you look where we are at now, both of them are basically out of action
wow.
of AKB48, and that's just astonishing. That's really, really crazy on that side. Well, Mimako Sakura is doing amazing with Eyes One.
True.
Yep.
She is so busy over there, and I really understand now that the idea of, yeah, you need to focus on Eyes One if you're making the debut, because they're gonna shoot for a third commercial already. Their covers for their CD, yeah, the show is coming up. The cover for CD is out. We have variety shows coming up where they're and Korean variety shows a little different. These are people like that follow members around, like during their downtime, so you see what they do at home and stuff like that. So if Sakura is going to be involved in that, we'll see a look at her hectic schedule, or like with Yabuki Nako or Honda Homa Himoti.
Honda Hitomi.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't talk today.
Hey.
Not because of yesterday. Hey. It's just my tongue is twisted. Okay. But it's crazy that they're so busy on this side, and it's good for them because, you know, this is what they want. They want to do more activities, but yeah, you can't do both, and sad to see them go. But hopefully, the Julia will be strong again, and then hopefully, what everyone else is wishing. We all got excited because she retweeted Tani Marika, was right?
Yeah, when she got promoted is the wrong word, but when she got into a new agency, Harupi actually liked that tweet from her.
Yeah, and the people were like, "Oh my God!" just replying, going away with the message. But yeah, hopefully she'll come back and stronger than ever. So a lot of changes coming up. It's going to be interesting. Although with now Yabuki Nako, for instance, I studied before the show. The covers came out for their mini album, and yeah, Colin, you said you didn't like those because they were too colorful, you know, too Instagram-y.
No. I thought the lighting on the girls themselves was horrible.
Too bright.
When I actually saw it, I was like, ugh. It's like I don't find. I like the background. I like what they're doing, but the lighting is so weird to me.
That's very Korean. It's got to be like pale white, you know.
1,000 Instagram filters.
Yeah, but when I saw Yabuki Nako, it's like in just a few weeks, basically, this is a totally different person. This is really a Korean Yabuki Nako.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
it's not so weird.
Go ahead, Derek.
No, I was just gonna add, like, I mean, Produce 48 was really kind of this weird, unexpected, like, crazy turning point for some of these girls, man. Like, who knew it was going to be this crazy? But I mean, I'm happy. I'm extremely happy for all the girls involved. It wasn't bad. It was a good thing for once in AKB's, like, outside of Japan efforts. Like, they actually got something good to go for them. But we lost Sakura-tan, and I say lost because I don't know if she's an AKB member anymore. I think Produce 48, I mean, literally is going to take up 2 years of her life, probably more. But then again, Sakura-tan's been searching for something for a long time, and she's been needing something, like, to kind of, I think, give her that whole, like, I want to be number one feel, like, because she's not going to be at AKB apparently. like, I get it. I get why she's there, you know, and I'm happy for her. But like losing her and Drain at the same time is crazy. I didn't see that coming. And then, like you said, having these transformations of other members like Yabuki Nako. Wow, like I remember when it was like a Nakomiku combi like a couple years ago. We were all so happy with that. And she was so adorably cute back then, and it was like, oh my god, now look at her. So, I mean, girls like I mean, you put a pair of hot shorts on her, and she could be a K-pop star tomorrow. I mean, really, like.
Yeah, speaking of that, oh
like,
my god, I've seen the training practices video with Nekoya. They were performing, and Miyawaki Sakura just. Phew, it's like really, really, really good looking in that video, and it's there. They even did the center switch during that song, so she did the second verse, but it's crazy, and you know Takashi Judy, she also had this transformation of beauty after the whole produce. I'm just Goto Moe is another one that I'm looking at, and it's like I don't know what was in that makeup class they had, but it really, really, really blew everything away.
Yeah, like I mean, Gotomo has actually surprised me because I've always thought like she's, I don't want to say not attractive, but just maybe not my preference, okay? But I mean, like I met Sekirtan, and like when I was holding her hand, you know, I was as close to her as I am to my screen with my laptop, and honestly, like she is unbelievably gorgeous, like in person, like so I think like she's the type of girl, whether she has a you know, a pancake level of makeup on her face, or she's just, you know, getting out of bed, waking up and nothing. I guarantee you this girl is a constant, like a 300 on a scale of 1 to 10, you know, because just, I mean, she took my breath away, like when I met her. And I mean, she really is that pretty. So I think, you know, I understand her appeal in the Korean market too, because she can hang with a lot of the K girls, because the K girls, on average, tend to be pretty drop dead gorgeous, you know. Of course, I think a lot of that's makeup, but I think, you know, they always look good, you know, like for the camera. And I think Sekirtan being, I think, more of a natural beauty, like it's only going to be better if she puts on makeup, in my opinion, you know. And she knows how to do it. I mean, she's been in AKB long enough. Those girls, you know, they have to learn how to do makeup. I don't know if you remember, there was that one documentary, I want to say it was Yuko's documentary, where they were showing some of the younger girls like putting on makeup, learning how. It was a very adorable, cute moment, and I started thinking, wow, like some of these girls actually technically probably when they got into AKB had no idea how to do all that stuff. They're coming from maybe like the countryside where maybe they don't necessarily have a city glamour look and appeal to them, and they're gonna learn that for the first time at the Donkey in Akiba. Like that's kind of cool. And then I think, wow, Sekirtan's been doing it for years. So when you really think about it, she's been doing this a long time.
Yeah,
so
she started debuting in AKB with Uza, of course.
Right? So crazy.
That's something weird to say that Sakura was in Uza. And that
crazy!
Was... Yeah, wow.
No, but good for her.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to all those things. So currently, Ice One is very much on my radar. With that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's also because, again, the news and the events that's happening in AKB, of course they're doing events, but it's nothing that I'm like, oh my god, this has happened or doesn't happen. It's like today I saw a picture of Team K performance. They were doing Dear K, and Komiya Mahardika looked very good in that. Yeah, Shiroma Miru birthday celebration. I'm not sure yet, but I believe it was the last handshake event from Yamamoto Sayaka. They're preparing for, you know, the graduation concert. That will be a big one, of course. And then we're getting ready for, I think this, well, after the 54 single comes out, then the ball will be rolling again. You got Kohaku coming up, and then like back into the new year. But now it's just a little bit quiet.
Yeah.
So, there's something else we need to talk about though. And it's of course we mentioned this on the show multiple times, but I believe this is the first time there was an in-depth interview with Iriyama Anna in still Mexico, of course, and telling her story after 4 years ago of the attack. How is she doing, and no little questions on that side. So you all guys, all you have read the article, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, what are some
Hmm.
outstanding points in that interview, you would say?
For me, it was more the negativity that she received.
Mm-hmm.
That was in the later part of it, and it was like that. I'm not saying fans, but I'm saying just people that told her in whatever way that she should cancel her activities because of the event after what happened, because she was so rightfully absent. That was the fact that happened, knowing what happened to her. I find that so weird. It's like you do understand why. It's like if you do it now, I don't want to compare it to anyone else, but regarding her case, what happened to her, like you would be like, okay, take all the time you need, you deserve it much more than anyone else. So the fact that she got that kind of negativity, I don't know what to think about that. My first instinct was, you're rude. Very, very, very rude to think that. But that's me.
You always have people like that. It's the internet.
Yeah.
You always have backlash. There's no. Every time you make a post, there's always someone who doesn't like your post. That was always will be. And in real life, they don't like. They're like, it's fine. But they have to share their outrage, like anything, like today I stubbed my toe, stuff like that. They need to just show out their rage, maybe for other stuff. So people are easily offended nowadays. And well, the thing is with Iriyama Anna, so since the attack, she never done the handshake events anymore. It's like,
Nope.
no, not participating, and rightfully so. She stopped the blade with her hands, and still has the scar to prove it in there. I did like the fact that she said, I do not have any more traumatic effects behind this.
Yeah.
I am very happy, in public, and like currently in Mexico, she's doing a lot of activities there. And her support from her mother was the most, but she also thanks the fans because it shows that the fans really, really care about her, and that not everyone is like that. There's one bad intention. She did have a moment about graduating or just leaving the group in general. It's the opposite of Kawaii. Kawaii couldn't handle anymore, and she was afraid, traumatic effects. She didn't want to go stay in that group. She still talks to Kawaii, of course. Because of the attack, they have become a lot closer. As it's like
they have that in common, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So they can both talk about it. There's no one else, I use the term loosely, that they can talk to that experience what happened, unless they have talked to that person that stopped that attacker. But I don't know.
Yeah, it was it was one of the US staff guy. Basically, the whole article, it was very, very heartwarming, and I'm happy that she didn't lose her smile, and that she's still going in there. Although I think right now where she is, because technically she is not a member. Well, she's still unlisted as a member, but because of the activities that's extending now, I do think where she is now, she should just maybe just focus on that and not anymore on AKB48 activities. So what do you guys think on that?
We'll see, I guess. She hasn't appeared in that show. I think she will be very, very soon. And we'll see what happens with her. I don't mind. It depends how popular she gets.
Exactly.
I mean, objectively speaking, she has the biggest fan base out of all those people in it. And from what I've seen, they are most interested in her. The fans, I say. And when I say fans, I mean more of the Spanish fan. So it depends what happens. Maybe she blows up in Mexico. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe it's like, well, they focus on her, and it's like, well, nice that you learn Spanish. It's the difficult language, Germanic language, which is different from the Japanese language. So we don't know. It's a bit somewhere in the middle, I think.
Yeah, maybe get a new contract for another TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's tough times being an Annan fan, because I mean it's been a rough road for anyone who's loved Iriyama, between the attack, this, her absence for a while, things like that, having to deal with the aunties online that were pretty brutal to her for no reason at all, other than just, hey, I'm behind my keyboard in my basement like a loser, you know, talking trash on some poor Japanese girl who got assaulted. Yeah, I'm an awesome dude, you know. Yeah, screw you. But the thing is, it's like, from the Western perspective, it's easy for us to say that. From a Japanese perspective, I think there's a tendency for fans in Japan, and I guarantee you all those aunties were Japanese. They basically get this like sense of ownership, and like it's like, oh, it doesn't matter that you got hurt, you know, suck it up and go back to being my oshi, you know, on active duty, because you're depriving me of my need as a fan. And it's of course the wrong attitude to take, but it's one that, being here in Japan, I can kind of see based on the idol world that I live in every day. Although it's not as crazy in the underworld. I mean, it can be, and it has been, but I see more of a respect in the underworld than I've seen of anywhere else for between fans and the girls. There is an immense amount of respect here, but at the same time, it's like, I can kind of get it too. You know, some of these idols, their fans get too involved, in the sense that it's like, oh, you got hurt, that sucks, when you coming back, you know. So I'll say, being an Annan fan now, you know, she's, you know, exported herself to Mexico. It's Mexico, right? Yeah, I didn't.
Mexico.
Okay, sorry. Like I don't know. I didn't really like the move. I wanted Annan to stay in AKB and be much more active. I felt like if she had just stayed and been much more active, at least this year and possibly one more, we could have saw her in a Kami 7 position, honestly. And I honestly feel that she's definitely matured a lot as far as like both her looks, her attitude, her everything. You know, it sucks that we know her name because of the attack, but honestly, we would have known her name anyways. The girl's a super talent. She's amazing, and I think that
super smart too.
She's super smart. Let's not forget what she did at Mette Hendriksen, another way we knew her. I will say this: she had a lot of chance here. But my question to you guys is, and maybe you guys know this because I don't. What is Annan's goal? What does she want to do? Is she using is AKB a stepping stone for her? I mean, does anybody know for sure?
Well, personally, what I think AKB48 as a group is a stepping stone in entertainment career. It's like a school for going into the entertainment business. That's how I see AKB48. It's an idol group, of course, but the way they teach you how to, you know, perform and also be on talk shows and TV shows and all these ways of teaching you all these lessons in entertainment. It's a between step, because look how many graduated members are still in entertainment, and they use the name of AKB48 to get where they are now. So I think yes, because it's like if she wasn't AKB anymore, and she would announce, like a few people would know, but not as much as if she was in AKB48, because now she's still AKB48's Iriyama Anna, and otherwise it was just Iriyama Anna goes there, and just missing that powerful name. Even though we're still saying like, hey, AKB is not doing so well this year, they're still the biggest name in Japan, I think, on idol groups, and you know, the charts going off like that. So having that name it just helps a lot in your careers, I would say.
Yeah, no, that's true. I was sitting at a restaurant yesterday or something, and somebody was talking about AKB behind me. I turned around, it was just like two look like middle-aged women, and I was just like, wow, like it's just, you know, I'm in Japan, because it's like, you know, you're right. They're a household name at this point. So if you're part of that, you that's a heck of a thing to put on the resume. But for Anna, I did wonder if she felt like, okay, I want to be an idol, or it's like I want to be an actress, and I'm in AKB right now, so I'll be an idol too, because there's a huge difference, you know. So I didn't know, but either way, I support whatever Anna does. I love her. She's a great girl from everything I've seen, and I do hope, you know, that talk will help others that have been in a traumatic situation to show that you can overcome it. And I give her a lot of respect and a lot of credit for being as brave as she is. She's a good role model to any woman out there who's been assaulted, who's been hurt. And, won't let that assault define her, but make her stronger. So my props to Anna and anything she does, and not just because she was assaulted and she survived it, but because she's just strong. She's she shows you what you can do, even when it seems like you could just give up. And that's not to say that Kawaii Reina gave up. She didn't. Look at Reina; she's doing great. She's more popular now than ever. So she did it in her own way. She said, you know what, AKBs, I'm done there. I'm gonna go do my own thing, and that's fine. But I'm saying for Anna, boy, did she really take it to this person assaulted her in the sense saying, you know what, you're not gonna, I'm still here. Where are you at? My only thing I was thinking was on a subconscious level, if she went to Mexico to distance herself from Japan because her assault person is in Japan, and if I'm not mistaken, he's going to be getting out in a few years. If I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure.
No. His judgment was last year, I think. Right?
Was it last year?
Yeah, it took a long time before he got sentenced for that. So
never mind.
I think he's stuck there for 7 years, right? So 6 more years now.
But you have to wonder if Annan's thinking that on an unconscious level. Like, I want to be abroad. I want to be somewhere else. Like, he's gonna get out. I don't want to deal with that.
Maybe it was like, well, to be honest, the opportunity was presented by AKS, and it's like maybe a lot. I didn't think she was the only one. I think Yukirin was also tempting of getting this role, right? Of going to.
Really? Right, yeah.
It was still like debating who it's gonna be, but you have an opportunity to do this in life, and basically, if someone could give me that opportunity, it's like, hey, one of the people in Apple, you can go to Mexico and be on a TV show, and I'll be like, hell yeah, just why would I take that opportunity? It's you need to enjoy life, and that's the biggest thing I'm getting out of this. Even though she had like a very, very traumatic experience, she overcame it, and she's now enjoying life. You see her so many times smiling and having a lot of fun, with all the Mexico fans. Like, more on Instagram, more social media she's doing, and it's really, really back with how she was. I think even better than what she was. It made her stronger. So it's just beautiful how things happened.
Oh, I got the name from the perpetrator. His name was Satoru Umeta, and he was sentenced for 6 years. So he is expected to be released in 2020.
2020.
2020.
That's very early, actually.
Okay, yeah.
My point proven then. I mean, I don't know. But one thing I'll say though is also, if I'm not mistaken, Annan is the only Japanese cast member in this show.
Yeah.
So, again, being as smart as she is, maybe she decided also, like, you know what? There's 400 or 500 girls in AKB at this point. Like, I don't want to do the rat race anymore. Like, I want to be the only girl on the block that's like unique and different. And I'll go to a show with all Mexican cast, and hey, I'm the only Japanese person. Guess who's gonna get all the special attention? Moi. So that's actually psychologically a very smart move on her part as well, if she needs that kind of ego massaging, and that's fine, because most idol girls do. Most idol girls want to be the top. Especially in the world, it's extremely competitive, and you don't think that, but it is. Rivalries happen, and maybe she's just like, you know what, I don't need any of that. I want to go where I'm special. Even though she is special already, she don't need that. But in her mind, she's like, oh, I'll go somewhere where everyone's going to pay attention to me. Like, hey, I mean, that's why, I'd be happy too if I went somewhere and I'm like the only foreign person and everybody harps attention on me because of that. That's awesome. Like, yeah, why wouldn't I do that? So good point, Robin. Very good point.
All right. So Derek, before we started the show, you had a question for us that is surprising.
Yeah, I mean, so it's a slow week, and I was thinking, you guys last week, you were having a little bit of an issue trying to find things to talk about, and I understand that because we've had that a few times in our history on all 100+ episodes. I remember a few times we were seriously like, what the HE double hockey sticks are we going to talk about? But I would say that I had thought of something, and I think it's a fun question, and I was inspired because my cameo, she decided to do a lingerie sponsorship, and my goodness, does she look ridiculous? And you know, just I can go on and on about that. I won't, but it did kind of
I
make
did
me want.
last week.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, understandably so. I was very happy when you did because I was like, yep, Colin gets it. He understands. But I would like a two-parter. Number one, I wanted to know, for my fellow esteemed co-hosts on 48 Talk, what is your favorite Gravure release of any AKB artist? And two, who would you like to see do a Gravure that has not done it yet? Boom! We got something to talk about. Let's do it.
Oh man. Ooh. Really didn't think about it actually.
I actually.
I hope you're not going to get put on something Gravure worthy, because then I'm really.
Why? Wow, man, there is something that I have that's non-AKB. That would be.
Well, hold on. By the way,
yeah.
Hold on, Colin. By the way, this is also a question to our fans. Please, all of our fans. Go to you. What were we gonna say, Colin?
There is. I only have for a non-AKB member. But for AKB, you know what? Give me a moment.
Oh dear God.
Oh boy, everybody's pulling out the stops here.
Wow. Oh wow. Well, yeah. Actually, one still sticks with me actually, and she isn't a member anymore. But I'll wait with my response once Colin gets it.
That's surprising if you're gonna say who I think you're gonna say, because I thought you were gonna say somebody else. It's a real obvious one for you, but interesting.
Well, like your question about who is like my favorite. Well, that's very obvious to me. It's like this really made my day when this came out, and was looking forward to this one as well. I'll make the answer that I'm waiting for. Is well, this one is Okada, of course. So if you didn't know.
Yes.
But
and what's your favorite picture in there?
The favorite, yeah. I think I showed it on the show before, but I'm gonna look it up. And now Colin's back, so you can take in the meantime.
Oh dear.
I think I explained that. I liked.
Right.
That helps as well.
Sora.
No,
my waifu, by the way.
I think this one was my favorite because of the close-up.
Ah, yeah, gorgeous.
And I'm gonna check in the meantime. But Colin, talk about your favorite photo book.
Her name is Sora. She's a seiju. I absolutely love her. She does many anime. Agame no Kill, Nanatsu no Taizai. She is like gorgeous. When I saw that she did another one, I was like, I need to get this. She's like 25, so it's like, yay. Too young. I'm not too much of a fan, but it's like I'm not one to read, but I like looking at pictures. Where is that one?
Looking at pictures.
Oh yeah, always.
Hey.
I like this one as well with the water. That's
gorgeous.
Going on that side. Let's see. There's another one. Let's see. There's so many good ones actually. That's the whole thing with her.
Yeah, mine too.
And it's
Colin, who on the AKB side? Because I'm kind of curious. Oh, very nice one. Who would be somebody similar to your waifu there?
Easy answer is Mayoshi, but I'm not. Well, Weekly Playboy is out tomorrow, and Komi is in it. I know DX wants that too, and I'm getting that one for sure. That hasn't done it. Well, you know, she's a bit on the younger side, but I go with Megu.
Megu, okay.
Megu.
Interesting.
That would be fun. Otherwise, Okabe-rin. That's the only.
Rin-chan.
Yeah,
Really?
I think she has this nice beauty. I think she's such a diamond in the rough, almost. I think she can get there. I mean, Team A captain after such a short time. That she got appointed as Team A captain in relatively short time, I would say. I've really been getting into her this past year, and I just saw her do a solo event-ish kind of thing the other day where she was somewhere and she was by herself and she did like an entire set list, and it's like I mean I love Otono too, but it's like I would love for Okabe in Gravure. She has that age.
So with a photo book, are we talking like a Gravure shoot like in any weekly magazine, or like a proper?
No, like proper Gravure photo
Okay.
book, like no holds barred, like amazing.
I'll go with the sister groups in combination. So first off is then I will go Takano Yumiko from STU48.
Really? Why her? That's so interesting.
It's like, even though she's very, ditzy and goofy, she is very tall and has this appearance, this look that I would say that could be very interesting if she has a proper photo shoot. For NGT48, Yamaguchi Mao, I think that's the one that people will go crazy for, and me included for that side. HKT48, I want Moriyasu Madoka.
Yeah.
That's just a beauty, a classical beauty in there. For NMB48, well, she already did it, so...
Yeah.
No, did she have her own photo book, Shiro Mamoru? She did a lot of photo shoots, though. She did a lot of Gravure shoots.
She does so many things, it's like, I can't even remember.
So, that's...
I don't think she's on one.
NMB48, Shibuya Nagisa, maybe?
Not Jonishi's sister? Oh, she's too young. Never mind.
She's a bit too young.
Johnny, yeah, she's young.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Under 19 Senbatsu.
I'm not sure what NMB then. SK48, Furuhata now?
Oh yeah, that's an easy one.
She's already, when she posts stuff on Instagram, it's like, woman, that's way too hot.
Yeah.
Especially now with her short hair. She had that beautiful, the first 2 lines here and long hair, and now she has that really short hair with the color in there, and it's like...
Yep.
I think that works better for her personally, the frilly, so... Yeah.
And on AKB48 side, well, she did Gravure already, so it doesn't count. Murayama Yuri. A proper photo book. I think Komiyama Haruka then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That girl. Yeah.
It's like they already did some offshoots, because I know Fukuoka Sena did it as well. So, and with AKB48 it's a little hard. I was like, Takashi Yuri already has a photo book out recently as well.
Yep.
Very nice one.
Going to like this entire list. Go to Moe. I think that will be an interesting one.
Really? Wow. I was not expecting that answer.
For me, to be quite honest, though, I want to see combinations ever since the Junkan tournament. For photo book, I would say go to Moe with Shitao Miyu.
That could be very interesting, yeah.
That'd be interesting.
That's what I want to see. And one of my all-time favorite photo books is actually Kuramuchi Atsuka.
Oh, yeah, okay.
God,
Definitely see that.
That woman and her hair, it's like, she still poses when she goes to the hairdresser, and just, that hair is so perfect. Just jealousy everywhere. Just when you see that going, like, even those short little seconds of videos, just hair flows and glows, and it's like so much care in her hair. That's just amazing on that side.
But that's my all-time favorite, photo book wise. Still can't seem to find it though, but it's my all-time favorite.
Very good question. So, Derek, what about you?
Well, hold on, DX, was that it, or do you have anyone else? I mean, because I really thought you were going to say Komi, but I mean, I guess that's obvious. But
yeah, that's pretty much a given. I want to see a photo book of Komi or a photo book for the combi of Gotomoe and Shitao.
Ah, very nice. Well, for me, like the ones already come out. Like I think Sashi's really was amazing. Sashi just pulled out
that infamous photo.
Yeah, I mean. But she actually just really, again, I've met her in person too. Another girl that takes your breath away up close. She's too perfect looking for being a girl who wasn't necessarily known to be that girl. I don't know, she's amazing. So Sashi's photo book was really good. I thought Michan's photo book was really sexy. Michan has this like almost like how do I put it? Youthful sex appeal. If those 2 words do not sound good together, never mind. sorry. I don't know how to put it. She just has this innocence about her in her photo book that I really enjoy. And so she's good. As far as who, I would say my Oshi, but honestly, I don't know if Tani could pull off a Gravure no matter how sexy they make her look. I mean, she is very pretty, but it's like, I don't know. I mean, I've seen her at like handshake sessions when she wears like tight skirts and stuff. She looks really woman-like, but it's like, I don't know. For me, I think I'd obviously Mahahon would be my biggest pick. I think that girl is destined for like the all-time Gravure books if she goes all out, which I hope she does. I'd say Ogi. I really want to see an Ogi Gravure, like a real proper one, because she has the weirdest body shape, face. It's like that weirdness I think would work really well in the sex appeal, because it's like she's so different looking. Like I've never seen anybody that looks like her. And again, in person, beautiful, gorgeous, friendly, but so ganky that like they could have a lot of fun with that photo book, I think.
I remember when I saw the Gravure photo of Ogino, it was like, yeah, her body, her legs, and combination with her arms, and then her head is like this weird combination that like something's off. It's not like
it's off.
It's still appealing, but it's like, I'm trying to find the reason why I think this picture is a little bit off, but I would see it still, yeah, with her popularity, a photo book would be very interesting on that side. So,
yeah, like I'm just, I don't know, like she's tiny, but like she looks very tall in like a lot of the shots I've seen her. I don't know, I think it's because of her long legs or something. It's like she's more leggy and stomachy, like she has like a Yukirin body kind of. So it's like I like that about her, but she's also so off looking that she's pretty. So it's just, I don't know, it's she'd be a very interesting one. And then as far like SK, I mean, I wouldn't mind. I mean, Furihata now is of course like a given. I guess my, you know, Dasu just did one, so I guess she's already out. But yeah, I don't know. Like for me, it would be probably Mahahon would be my biggest one, and then Ogi would be a close second. And for AKB though, it's, I don't know, that one's really hard because there's so many to choose from. You know what I mean? Like there's so many good ones. I would say probably
someone is blowing into the mic. Sorry for interrupting. Someone is blowing into a mic.
Oh.
Okay.
Bravo.
Not on your side, Derek. Okay, continue.
Okay. For a moment, I was like, hey. What is the one girl that's been really prominent on AK Bingo lately? They've been going to her a lot. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Kato
Kayon?
Is it her?
What did she do?
No. She was she's been kind of like, they've been going to her for like a lot of the comedy stuff.
The Team A girl, the Team A girl that goes like that, or
Hama-chan.
No, not Yamada Nanami. Although she would be awesome. Oh yeah, but no, the girl that kind of acts like Yamada Nanami.
Yeah.
She does.
Oh,
yeah.
Hama-chan.
Is she? I don't know how old she is, so I'm sorry if I'm like crossing a weird boundary there, but I think she's very pretty.
Yeah,
So-
she has that mannerisms. I would say, yeah. I think if
Yes,
you
the man.
give him a few years, and would be very good for
That's
her.
what I'm saying. Like I think she's gonna blossom. So yeah, but I think for me, AKB Komi without question. I think that girl's long overdue for one. Long overdue. And if Shiroma hasn't done it for NMB yet, she needs to. I don't think she has though.
Well,
I think she does like Flash and Bomb and such things, but
Yeah.
I don't think she has done a real photo book.
Yeah, I don't think she has, and that's weird to say because her of all people. But yeah,
There's this
he would be a good-
one picture, and I can't find it anymore, but it's imprinted in my brain. It's like Shiroma Miru is wearing this very thin piece of clothing, and it really shows off her muscles as well. And then it's like this very fit and gorgeous woman standing in there. It's like this was not safe for work, basically. This picture.
Wow.
Yeah. I always had wanted one with Tano-chan before she graduated. I thought if there was any, I mean, she kind of got it with Kato Reina's, senbatsu, but I always thought she was like the one that really should have had one and never did. Because she has, you know, her body's perfect. So it's like, I mean, she's like literally like no fat on that girl, but it's not ugly to me. Like it's like she's like really worked on herself, and like to put her in a Gravure situation, I think would have made the most sense. And I'm just really surprised that never happened to her outside of Katarina's photo book. You know what I mean? I thought that would have inspired a more like, hey, look at her here. Why don't we give her her own book? Because she just has a really great body you could show off, you know? So I don't know. I mean, you think Gravure, a lot of times things think like bustier, like more woman-like, but sometimes you don't need that, you know? Like Okada Nana's not like that, but like she has a perfect body for Gravure, like in a weird way. Like she's not big and busty. She's not Mochi level, but she's got a sex appeal to her that's quite different. And so I like girls that are different because they make the most interesting Gravures. You know what I mean? They're the ones that I think benefit the most from a Gravure because they're the ones that are going to stick out the most. That's why like Michan's Gravure sticks out. She's not the prettiest girl. She's not the sexiest girl with the biggest bosom, but her Gravure book is so interesting for that reason. You know, even Sashi, I would say that's very true. Although in Sachi's case, she was just like, screw it, I'm going to take everything off and here I am.
Yeah.
You know, you thought Yuko Shima's Gravure was awesome. Check this out. So it's like, that's why I think like it'd be interesting. And AKB has always had a very good storied history of putting out great Gravure books. I mean, they're all wonderful collector's items. They're always done I think very tastefully, very tastefully. I've never felt like they were bad at all. I mean, Katarina sort of really pushed the boundaries with hers recently, but even that, like, I was like, that's her. Like, that's, from what I understand, that's who she is. So whatever, you know. I like that. You know, even if you take something like Jonishi Rei's photo book, which is really pushing it, you know, I mean, that girl, wow. Even that had a sense of like, you know, proper respect given to her. And when you watch like the behind the scenes, the shooting, the DVD, like, yeah, I mean, it was cool. Like the girls are really allowed to be sexual without being overt about it. And I like that. I like that a lot about AKB. They've always done a good job at that, I felt. So that's why all these girls we're mentioning, I think would make great candidates. You know what I'm saying?
And this question is also perfect for the people who are watching. Put down in the comments. Oh, I left. Oh, okay. Well, very good. Very, very, very good. So I would like to know that, what your favorites are and who would you like to see in photo books in the future. Okay.
Hey, Robin.
Yeah.
That Miru photo that you have in your brain, is she doing like this?
I don't think she's doing this. I think she was standing near like a table or like a corner, but it's like a blue piece. And
no, then it's
but
not
it
the
really
one that
shows her stomach, and you can see just little abs lines in there, and it basically around her legs, it's this big. This thing is just in between, and it's lines, so it's very, very, very thin.
I had something else, but that's not safe for work.
Is that the black one that she's wearing?
It's actually primarily white.
Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah.
I thought it was that one, but
no,
yeah.
that's also a very good one. It's also very, very, very appealing. All right. So thanks, Derek, for that topic. So then we made it through this week. So now let's go to our usual recommendations for next week.
AK Bingo, Halloween.
Oh yeah.
Look forward to that one. Last AK Bingo was so weird. With the
Ponzu sauce.
No, I didn't find that the weirdest, to be honest. The weirdest one was like, I cannot eat until I separate every piece of food.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
That was like, what am I watching? It's like, you are dissecting food and then eating it. Yeah, but it's more enjoyable. Oh, echo.
Huh?
Echo on your side, Derek.
Is it weird? I didn't do anything.
All right, last few moments of echo.
Yeah.
Okay. So that will be the recommendations on that side. The usual stuff. I think maybe some new reviews will coming up.
Actually, upcoming Wednesday with ANN is the final ANN with Yamamoto Sayaka.
Ah.
Okay.
And that same day, NMB single will be released, so get it.
Okay. Look forward to that. I also believe that the stage play will be starting next week with the Majimuri
Ah, the Majimuri,
guy.
yeah, that's Friday. I want to say Friday.
Yeah, first one up for the rest of October. There will be shows there. Good, Echo is gone. Yeah, I think those are the biggest things to look forward to. Otherwise, let us know. Let's throw that in there as well in the comments. Let us know what you recommend for that's coming up for the next week. How about that for a little project on that side? Other than that, for the plug, well, you know the usual. It's like, hey, if you want to support us, you can always go to our Patreon from 48 Talk. We're gonna do a new project. Probably gonna do it tomorrow. That involves us reacting to a random old school AKB episode from between episode 1 and 100, and we're gonna do it randomized, so it's like we don't have to go from every week 1 to because some of the episode maybe not strong enough. So it's going to be no preparation or anything. It's just going to be fun, and we're going to have a little live reaction that you can watch later on our Patreon page. So support us if you want to. DX, do you have something you would like to recommend or plug or anything?
No, not really, to be quite honest. So take it away.
All right, Colin.
Not only the Anime single is the only one that comes to mind. I got nothing else in particular. No.
All right, Derek.
Yeah, I mean, a couple things as usual. First of all, I want to thank everybody who came and supported Necroma at HP Lovecraft Film Festival. Made that a really wonderful experience. Thank you so much. If you're watching this at all by some chance, just know you're appreciated. Second of all, as far as things to do, so. You know, I'm doing the Oyasumi Hologram Toriana Necronome Idol tour in November. That starts November 1st, runs through that to November 11th. It will be a bi-coastal in America tour, starting in San Jose, San Francisco. Then we go to New York City and Philadelphia. All the dates, everything can be found on Facebook, the Oyasumi Hologram World 27 tour link, which I'm sure we'll have in the description. And you can buy tickets there. All tickets are available. We have VIP packs. You can get a bunch of VIP stuff. Also, as part of being on the show, and we still quite have not found anyone yet, so I'm hoping somebody will step up here. I am giving away one free ticket to the November show in Fremont, California, which is in between San Jose and San Francisco. That show is on November 4th. And that's a Sunday. And basically, it's going to be a very special VIP acoustic show. There's only going to be 30 people in attendance. And basically, Oyasumi Hologram will be doing an acoustic set. And then Tori Aina, who will be part of that, will be teaching you how to play or how to make music using the Game Boy. That's the LSDJ app. So that will be very fun, very interesting as far as you know, we can take that. We're gonna do some amazing stuff with that, and plus you'll get a bunch of VIP merch with that. That's a $200 value. So I'm giving away a ticket here. All you got to do is just you know, write to us, let us know in the comments that you want to go and that you're actually going to go, and I'll select somebody from that, and we'll just you know, I'll just make sure it happens. Just all you have to do is just tell me why you want to go, like why it's important. We deal with AKB on the show, but we are also supporting idols, also because of my involvement with the underworld, the Tokyo underworld of idols. It kind of extends to that. So I would say, you know, please, if you can go to any of the shows on the Oya Holo tour, I'd really appreciate it if you could show your support and do that. If you want to help sponsor it too, please let me know. You know, I'm looking for a few sponsors. I don't need as many like I did for East Meets West, but I do need a few things. Still trying to get a little bit of help with that. But you know, so far so good. Everything's been going real good. Ticket sales are, you know, they're okay. They're not where I want them to be, but they're getting there. Yeah, so just please, you know, support that if you can. Be on the lookout for that. And that would be it as far as my recommendations go. Again, thank you guys so much. Thank you. And also thank you everybody who supports us on Patreon, all that stuff. Yeah, that's it.
And then thank you for watching this week's episode of 48 Talk.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time then.
Thank you.
Bye everybody.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye. Bye. Anime single.